It is no surprise that Atalanta start with exactly the same 11. We're dominated at the Atalanta. Teenager on the stand all continues to impress, as does 20-year-old Lorenzo Bernasconi. The blitz team that is led once again by Nikola Kirsimich in attack, who is hunting for his first goal in Bergamo. And which Torino has to turn up this evening? That's the big question. Always fiercely supported, and what a special game this must be for Duvan Zapata. Has already scored against Atalanta since leaving LaDea, but that was in Turin. And a scoring here in Bergamo, the city where he has had the most success in his career, will be an altogether different ceiling. Barton the road, the Atalanta Jackson, one time, a teammate of Duvan Zapata. The team home officials, Francesco Fornaro is fined by Macrocioni, and then Michele Bari. Simone Calipo is the fourth official, whereas Alejandro Di Paolo takes charge of anything related to the Marco Baroni. Next all changes to be 11, beaten by Udinese. Casadei, suspension of the Torino thinly manned in midfield, but Ganetes have recovered from a knock to make the starting 11. For two hard change with Sion Gonge and Duvan Zapata selected. Zapata plays against his former club, 191 appearances and 82 goals with Atalanta for the Colombian. There's the Vitz. I said that he wants to stay in Bergamo for a long time. They're happy to reach the numbers posted by Zapata. First and foremost for him, has scored a goal here, his first in Bergamo. Serena have been solid away from home. Held the back of 2 wins of travels against Verona and against Sassuolo. Yeah, so a different format for the gun at as attempts Bergamo once again to somewhat of a plickerous of the LaDea with leaking goals and the start of the season. So we've got to find consistency in that the ball, but it's too often they take a step forwards only to take 2 steps backwards. And against an Atalanta who played some excellent football against Bologna, they are certainly going to be tested. LiveMatch, he did it at the Kirsimich. And then played hot. He had my money. So he changed his mind. That final touch. Just to pass Nikola Kirsimich, Raffaele Panatino, and Fiorentina. Good enough. The appointments haven't been good enough, and perhaps most of all, Taido has a tendency to interfere too much in sports and the football decision. One of the big criticisms, and even Juric had to fire to Vanacaro when Juric was in the northwest of Italy, and Scout Vini, the Cittadella. And it's a good ball by Derode. There is someone Derode been growing confidence in the last couple of weeks. And they're the ones who provide that solid base for the Atalanta attacking players to express themselves to the best of their ability. Sterone and Ederson have a good game, and you often see Atalanta have a good game overall. Is that Dan Costa? And enjoy the fight, getting some game time at the moment. Davide Zappacosta, and some Masconi, who's cemented in his place on the left. Atalanta's formation, and now Bellanova Istilic. That's a home to have. And other SerieA's rising stars available on loan, and Cagliari. Bovanestra has been looking mightily impressive for the Pisacane and the Islanders. This looks like it could be serious with the Cefalata. And Saul Quickle that into Charles de Ketelada. So would go along with the Messiah. Vittorio Gimiti leaving the Africa Cup of Nations in Morocco, bitterly disappointed after failing to win a game, and number of really bad performances sort of at Vittorio Dini after some really positive Africa Cup of Nations appearances in the last couple of editions, and able to build and all. We could give it against him, had a great headed opportunity against Bologna on the stand, which didn't take. That's another families riding all of the atmosphere at the start of the game here. Fantastically clears straight to Blashins. Zamizu. How can it? Very constructive Juventus, and it's able to out. Blashins. And Passport points up Acosta, the descending. Book call, any fan? All the way back to Pagliari. Zapata. An 8 assists. Well available. Here he is now. Well, it didn't work. It's at Acosta. Villamont and slice so the Italian, which is about enough to stop the cross. A Smiley. And Festovic, flattening half there. Bit of an underwhelming first half of the season. Then I top of this FootballNight for Festovic. But goals predict this. It is effective in the Champions League, where he's failed to register a goal, an assist. And really been decisive. And 2 games, to Torino in the reverse fixture, where he got his first goals for LaDea, and then again it's Bologna. Against Atalanta. Like Kerstovic has struggled to show the form that he showed last season. Jim City. Twice with the tackle there front Ben and Jim City. That's lovely by Acosta and Kerstovic. Into the Cetalata. How's that FC? One way. Here is so. The last 20 ways. Off steps in. Would allow in black the Sprams. This it took him to run into. So. And then to out. He's lost it. Gosta do duel Alternativitz. Nelson It's dead. Well, good. Well, this first, I should sit on got gear. A player who struggled to adapt. I didn't ship it. Albert Flowers. They're starting to have some word out. Torino reportedly the Yisu had to entertain offers to the Moroccan. The who only joined Torino in the summer. Signs for 8 million euros. Pass. Father is Moroccan, is Spartan. Libya. Breath of the team, Morocco and the Netherlands. Sir Young Blab, born in 2000, celebrate his 26th birthday in February. It looked like 2022 would be the year where his career really takes off. Said Benny Abelkalau, part of the Morocco squad that reached the semi-finals of the World Cup in Qatar, scored against Belgium. He's nicknamed the Cup Rat. A little bit of the toothless cobra so far here in Italy. Tameze did well. Cool. Such a something touch by Anahor. Perstovic moves it nicely. Stalvit need the Jetalata, not Steve positions. The Jetalata. Slight overhit there by Zach McGosta, but last score need. It's LFG. Atalanta started to go through the motions here. Derub. To play by Hamilton now. Scalvini. No touch of the defender. Tameze. There's a required contact. Atalanta corner. But the money out. He's been Torino's first choice goalkeeper for some time now this season. Comes to corner, headed at the near post. That is the Jetalata. He's a good handler of the ball, the Belgian. And he finds an early breakthrough here at Bergamo. Lovely delivery from the corner. And the Jetalata makes perfect contact. Launches it. All the Paniati. And it to the far corner of the goal. Jetalata's first SerieA goals and scoring then again to Lecce in mid-September. If Atalanta want to challenge for European football, they will need Charles the Jetalata to be at his very best. Particularly with Lucas Camacca still struggling with some serious injury concerns and Adebayo with on international duty at the moment, but they're a competitive room. It's linking Lippmann with a move away from the club. Vlasic. And all first, the ball drops it. Sanesi and Abjan aids it. Stalvagini comes across. It might drop it. It's a gone paper. The recovery challenge. Davison did congratulates Ben Mascord. Played. Got ahead. Lost his footing himself. The boat. Still Vini. Slats up. Incredibly pleased to see Giorgio Scalvini back as well. First a minute. The Chetadata. Combination that worked. The first goal. And the ladder. Ends up by Costa. Direct to Tamis. Stop by Anor. Nestovic. That's Spulpmead. It's IFST. Caught like that. What are they doing against the Smiley? The ball with it. Just before the no, asking the Atalanta players to wait. They can take the free kick. For the second goal, the road. Ederson. The Stalvini. And on. Krestovic, good touch. There's Zalewski. And Zalewski still. That would have been some goal. Paul Nicola Zalewski. Lovely feet here to forward Teles in. Quite impressive, that 17-year-old Onestano just out-fossils Duvan Zapata. Then a couple through the raids. Bergamo watching Zapata play. Signalini and Zampa Costa. Celesti. One free check given. Mid save of Krestovic. then LaDea is calling for it on the far side. It's reached the 22-year-olds. No. Masic and Torino need to try and get him on the ball as much as possible. Well, that's team to beat. Torino away from home. Switch it. 1-0 victory for Eusebio Francesco. In the Sananzini at the Via del Mare. He's on Glatza. Chance to play, and that was a good ball as well. Don't care. De Hate is free. Here he is. Jim Eates. Let's see how in that left foot of his predestinatus. See well. That's not a long way off target. So that's a really comfortable in the first 20 minutes. Just be a little bit of a reminder upon to really get to, particularly on the counter. It's that Kilistovic. Zalewski and Kilistovic. And the road. Zalewski and Atalanta and Zalewski. Really important block there. Fabio smiling. Not over yet. Benastordi. Zalewski. And SerieA to top. Didn't keep it at play. Vishley keeps it in play. Memphis pissed taps that drags it over the line in the gates. Up cloud. It's now Vimy. United States. Mazin. How the fullback Atalanta, the player. AtalantaMatch. He's lost the ball there. Catalana. Goodbye. Perstovic. Seems to be a button on the Statnik between him and Cherstovic. But they still left G. Core. Wow. Some plumb back again. The Jets are out of this big ball. Just stop this and by is Smiley first to the ball. Pepe scored his delivery. Very nearly tapped in by Scalvini. So that time to corner. The Sorrow. Moves like he gets an important touch on that. It does. Vini's already scored twice this season. It's not played much football. They use dangerous. Another ball. They steam and sound like Costa. Venicevic was there. For them, Paddy. Don't stop Kirstovic last. And but takes no risks. It's been a good ball on to Kursovic, who's fouled for a match ban. Struggling to hold on to Nikola Kursovic, the Torino defenders. And defence has been a big problem. Look at Hampton. No, they need to have conceded more goals than Torino. So lifts it, finds a way through. Nice, it breaks it down, and that's a yellow card. Take something to the team there. Currently out 10 minutes in. Did football for the former rugby player. His first top speed to be good, and it was. So breaching opportunity here for Atalanta. Already scored from more set piece. So FJ Perseverance. On target, a straight up Pariani. That is a 5 delivery, perfectly placed. Kursovic should have done better. A lot closer to Atalanta doubling their lead than we are to Torino finding an equalising goal. GewissStadium and Scalvini very watchful. And that's out. This moving well, he's the one who's causing problems. And is isolated, as we've just seen there. Zalesky did us off back to Zalesky. Good football again. And Vlasic brings him down. Chance again for Kursovic. A really good chance. De Cetelada. Nice, it's up by Costa. New it's the corner. That's gone his corner. Held on to by Pat Addy. He could hand from the keeper. Tennessee. It is Sam. Vlasic. Good first touch. Hazara. That's it. Straight to Noor. Back eventually. But the big problem towards Torino this season is when they concede, Atalanta lose the game. they've only won once. And in the game that they've conceded this season. Smiley. Answered at the point. Antonio Bercassi. And the chairman who put his in the first half hour of play. And tends to score a lot of goals. Maybe 15 minutes before half time. 7. I mean, I see a lot of goals before half time. It's a bit of a cheering fact for the Granata. Atalanta. Advanced up and adjusted it to Atalanta. Shows not playing Scalfini. Switch. Side given against Nikola Krstovic is going to be given on warning as well by the referee there. And blows his whistle. Can't play the ball. Wow. The hands touch. Krstovic. Wave after wave of Atalanta's son, the opponent Torino, struggling to get out of their half. Dennis splits to Atalanta. There's the bits. And too long. To get to the ball to pick out Krstovic, which really. That's a whole way from Chip City. At all, suddenly can open up for Torino. Pong. Is it a cross to the road? Had to stop it because Zapata was there, but he very nearly put it to his own. Good play, gone here. The natives bounced off the foot of Matty Bad, but didn't hit it with any real conviction there, Matty Bad, but he knew little of it. Read this up. The rub. The Catalan. Ball down in a really dangerous position. This is a free kick. That is a very hittable for Atalanta. To chance here from the free kick. So that's kick or to Atalanta. And it's to Atalanta. Or bottom wall. Comes in, Scalvini on the far post. The Atalanta's there. Stalvini dead. Oh. The run. Skip him. Just trying to organise things once more. And on to left stream. And Jim City. Oh, estimates that's a really good flick. So FST. Beat through here. Is that FST? So FST. Good say, Conayati. I found sort of flashy chance about cheap possession of the ball. No, that's just... Chancellor, the row. Sat my Costa. Drops to the rug. Another Atalanta corner. Hey, there's someone with a good pass. ZFC. Hate me put off by Buddy Pat. Trying to make the challenge. That's a good shot he's had. Nicholas Zalewski. Decision was a goal kick, not a corner. Yeah, and all the road. Scalvini. Highly back to Pagliari. Scored and to Krstovic. Out to Atalanta. Lovely feet. Drags it wide. Krstovic was offside. Did look like he was up there, like the Krstovic. Lovely drop of the shoulder by the Atalanta. That's right, foot doesn't have the set in quarters, it is left. So we must struggle, like, really struggling to beat him. Later, Tom. Last victory for the Granata at Bergamo. King September 2019. Atalanta Hall that made up for the lot, but I then go to Turin in January. VT and Torino settled meal. And then the only deal at the Torino. Well, to win us, we had its defeats in their history. One of the last games that was played before the COVID pandemic really started to gather momentum in Italy. Champions League game between some Valencia at the time was that East did one of the big factors as to why the Pirates read so much in Europe, particularly in Spain and Italy. We're 6 years on the public COVID pandemic. No. Them sitting. No. Then pass scored the round is free. This time. Fails to pick out the Masconi. A lot of space ahead of him there. And that's out to play it against Paris Saint-Germain. Riche was said to be very impressed. You know, but that's what played in that match. Stellini. Cetalata. Yeah. Building patiently, Atalanta. Sebastian. Verstovic. Nuts up, and then forced back. Zuri tried to tidy things up, and then thumbs off the Colombian last. There's exasperation, possibly a frustration there from Duvan Zapata. One of his last goals for Atalanta was the Jets Torino during the 2022-2023 season. And it's no concourse, Stalfini, sits and calls in. I've heard himself here, but actually, this would be a concern. Said rather enough this from that replay. It's just this looks to be a more serious than initially thought. Not sure if it's his knee or his hamstring. Cantonada. We know he's an aerial threat. Charles the Jetalada. Smart head doll. Gibbs Milan last season, which he's a very high profile goal. He scored a couple throughout his career. It's got good timing. So to players calling for the stretcher. The defensive option is not limited for LaDea. He's actually is the only fit centre back available to that. To the benches, either goalkeepers or midfield centre attackers. Jim City is going to be able to walk off. Just as there was in excellent form, but Jim City. A little bit of contact foot to foot there. Then Zapata comes across to past his former teammate. Wasn't the best probably, but so it's not look good. And then it is. He's like Ian is going to come on. What's that? Palladino. Soon to get some views. 32 years old, but who seems to be walking a little bit there. The indication there from that shot that we've seen is that he might have done something to his hamstring. Been touched by Donkey Atalanta. That's it. Zapata. Oh, Kalmasiki holds on. Needed to without the Calcio. Action City very much the nature in Atalanta's back three. What with the experience of the start he had on a Stanos, 17 years old, on the other Giorgio Stalvini, who yes, it's been around a long time. Stalvini already seems to can play for years, but still only 22 years old. Stalvini added rather or Bashich there, in fact, right in front of the referee correctly. What's the free kick? Benedict Road was actually complaining that he fouled Blatchett. She was saying that he was fouled earlier on and that the referee did. 3 minutes, Matt, it's time. It's been this club stop of Stalvini being the rub. Costa's made the rub. Spiley, then Scorpini, after that speed. Stalvini up there with Justovic. Leaders. Still no cross. Dominating this first half, back to Lampton. Just like they did against Bologna, they've been unable to add to their first half goal. So they'll be able to do what Bologna couldn't. Just stage a second half comeback. And I see here the possession statistics, 65% in favour. Pardon me, 65% in favour of LaDea. So. Now this is by Costa. Kirstovic. Jetsalada. Really useful with his to goal. Look at Kirstovic is nor having to take on Zapata and his physicality. And again, it's the youngster who comes out on top. Play this up. Vevna scoring. And Vestovic doing offside. Eight and assists. Hold on. First half comes to a close. Charles de Jetterada's Burley header. Gives Atalanta the lead after 45 minutes. It's not been a happy return to Bergamo for Dufan Zapata. Tobarori. Serino, second best. Then the first half, Atalanta with a 1-0 lead that went to the Catalans. 13th minute header. Nothing more than The starts of this second half. I believe Uptime is there to play the role of ultimator in the team huddle. Atalanta, who did see Benachim City go off injured in the first half. That could be a significant injury. Wait and see for any news. Jim City is playing excellent football. So it is Atalanta who get us going at this second half, and it is Atalanta who lead thanks to Charles de Ketelaere's 13th minute header. Chitolata, whose only other goals this season in Serie A had come against Lecce. There's just the second game he scored it. De Ketelaere, Belgian, also benefiting from the arrival of Ferdinand Bernardino. The elbow of LaDea. Buckler strengthens his up absolute. Genetists flash it foul by Ederson. But referee plays advantage. And that's well. Nazara. It's only first touch. Number of runners. Mazzara, who has, for the Serie, accurate right foot on him. Usually, if that cross completely wrong. And Lassino is a brother as Torino's highest assist major. Assists for him. What a second assist of the season. Torino's lost accident stood in his fans. Torino lost 2-1 at home. They said in the first half that the Granata had been pretty good away from home, but they form at the Olimpico Grande Torino has been absolutely dreadful. And it's been away by Arnold, smiling. Zara, another chance for him to get the cross. The son to the attempt of LiveScore. Italian press perhaps described Torino this week as a team that are dangerous and clinical away from home. So in countless hope. A big question mark going into the match was which Torino would this be? They approach 15 minutes of play. They only trail by one. They got that news. Hrstovic. That alongside him. Let's go Krulon. Hrstovic. He's able to hold it. Not sure how Hrstovic hasn't scored there. The Jets glad. Lovely football. Hrstovic can't readjust it in time. Has to set his feet there. It comes at it quickly. Cordieri put it in his own net. And Stelvini. De Ketelada. Sonesti. Beautiful block ball. Sapa Costa. Half the frame of the goal. Yeah, with the foul on Zapata this time. I'll have to wait to watch the replay. And so in football. Saw glimpses of that from Atalanta. Donatis. Tamesi. Costa. Stops it. Gobget. The Jets at Ada. One is to get that right. Amizid. A football's in Torino. Gonge. Now the Zara. Flashic makes the run. Gonge again. Still with the Granata. Did Flashic. Zapata may have run near most. In fact, it's not happening there. The Colombian wants a better service. Masinlo gives another player. He burst onto the scene and said, yeah, with Verona. So sure Silviano's picks and finds. Just really eye-catch put a decisive flair for the Giallo Blue. Never really been able to be as decisive. First with Napoli, now with Torino, struggling to return to its best single get. Various there, Aaron didn't connect to that one properly. It's a strike, is that by Costa? Just one thing in his mind there, the Italian. It's a good save for Pariati, you know, gets a hat to that. Ari. Biden's in trouble there by a Smiley. They didn't want to keep for Hrstovic. Vedrasconi. It's a heart that nearly brought it down for himself. Nascobody. Kian. Good pass. Stood in space. So, Boyd Samis in. That's the jump. Alert to the danger. Vini turns to it. Kilisanovic was expecting a through ball there rather than one to see. The match is the the rich taking a little bit. It's up hard stuff. Traps to take the Ritz. It's pay off, puts a bit try. That's a steal. No. It's long range finish. You can advance a pass up. Spotted. Lost the one that but out the referee plays and man it. It's not that a few dots. Let's go for the art. So that the games to have a decent rhythm to do it. The bucket. If the cool. Well, a chitch. Help get a city. Then it puts in. What is that Epstein? Oh boy, was that Epstein? On the ball, it's just like a little bit forward to Torino. So I salvaged him out of landed all. Fans to Alba, Scalini. Tanadino asks for car for the players. Considering that Jim City went off injured in the first half, losing another potential defect then maybe proof and a blow for Adino, who's already got a number. Not that it is defenders missing, although but Dion crossed the door and coming back. So you better come up fairly quickly. Your chins. That feeds it. I've been coached this evening in the quarterfinals of the Africa Cup of Nations. True, but something I because rounds and Kosovo will be able to return. Super to come out. Some honestly good defensive reinforcement. That's now. Team boost. Also lacking the lights of Frau Bellanova, who abated the first half. Kolasinac, Bafcheva. Smiley. This good ball to the ad with Cloud. Trying to play it for this time. The Rockets. It's not ahead of that game. Sajaya Bukalau. And the slightly mistimes the rub there. Exchange. Fully Granata. And so that's here it is. Good broadside. And Sibiane scored. Serena had lost his season. The punches the player to make way. Does look happy, that's all. He's be coming off his Afasa. Still doing a warm round of applause. The Atalanta fans, Sid Bombier also. This storms off. And the other will be coming on for it. The Sam is here, the third player, to make way for something with Hilchad broadside. He was on the yellow card, Adrian Sam is in. It's on Costa. First image. No. Duro. The Chetalada. The Salep Stream. The Chetalada still. Adams isolated, had to create something out of nothing. Good play by Ian. Scalvini. Hello. Hampton challenge for the header, and this is dropped to Simeone and Adams. Very surprising not to see Isak again go up to the header. Stiffly offside. That could have been a really costly mistake by the Swede. Sides that who have allowed instead could boy moves the Fiorentina. It's needed reinforcements for what's a Rico Voss the size suited a Fiorentina style who lacked size. Smackdown. A few question marks surrounding whether or not they are the liquid. Skip the stain in the buttons. The birth boards that have written growing rumours. This part of Italy that they are ready to hijack the boot for the Morat Badori. First image. So let's do. Fire spy. But the Jets allowed him. The football butler. Back to Bina ditching. I got Sabrina still on Atalanta on SerieA build. SerieA still unmatched. The plan is that looking to kill off the game. That this morning, series takes its aim. So we know that. First, then last year, defending once again, but he's actually at. Stepavini. Checks it out and finds out. Pretty and spat. To walk the free chip, played the pat to Chile Jan, Francesco before though. Well, as I saw, you have a card battle to Alp. So the chance for Zalewski. But has just come up and immediately showed a yellow card. I was just a challenge. There's a less a little bit, but the lump step doesn't look good. No. The Savage. The offside. So all scorers on this sector. Dudes Torino players. Guillermo Morgan into Stoller. Both men with 9 goals each. First is left out. I have a teammate to serve in a star attack. It's in 1940s, then part of the Torino Vera. Then it's a 1-5. Serie titles. Those players died in the East Berka air tragedy. Then we'll give it up at 27 goals, 225 appearances for Torino. What to do with Cutton's being up. But political finishing in this game, the current Torino players, they've found themselves in decent opportunities and decent positions, but just like that final touch, whether it's with the pass or the finish, something there. Good attempt. Distance away from the road. And then still going. Nonsense at us on. Lose me a free kick given against Martin de road. Coming into this match, Torino had kept 4 clean sheets in their last 5 away games. And it's very much with the problem. Torino, who struggle for goals this season, they've scored 21 for the first 19 matches of the campaign. Benitez this free kick, led away by Hadnor, straight to Abu Klal, way out, Abu Klal. Challenges for the ball, but it's up by Costin. So watch it out and play quite comfortably. Lucas Gamaka, he's back on the substitute bench for Manta this evening. Porto never said that he was gritting his teeth to make the matchday squad. Zalewski, too quickly into Kirstamic, and Zalewski not happy with Kirstamic, who's insinuating that he should have delayed the pass. This is Donatis. Torino so far been pretty quiet on the transfer front in the January window. As Abu Kalal, now Adams, Simeone holds it well. Simeone Jan and 2 blobs. Zalewski dismissed that by Flashic, drops to Kirstamic. Play by Ilkad, body pan. Sounds by Simeone, did a sub. No one's up. Nikola Kirstamic makes way. Ludas Kamaka. It turns. That's to wait a little bit longer. Kirstamic for his first goal in Bergamo. And Yudis Musa also introduced in like Paladino. And then Giorgio Stalvini, who makes way. Slowly working his way back to full fitness. Stalvini. High C. Martin the Rhine. Into the back 3. Possibly Zach had Costa in a more central position with Spassky going down by the flanks. Bacha. Zappa Costa. Wusa. This is walked through. Atalanta. Zappa Costa. Good ball. I mean, it's a very good ball. Still can. It's alright. Debate tests. Have a plow. SerieA have a plow. Behind but the road. This is done it by Moose to turn down. Like some cool. This aggressive defending there. Hey, this corner and party. I'm not. Serie A this section. Blatch it. It's the big field for Hamilton. So I bet you could say right down the sick. I'm able to spot Benny French there from and that time to play with a possible handball from the replay we've just seen, but must have been something that evaded me. And as it come off, that's really harsh. His arm is it's up against his body there on the sternal. And it was an honest challenge. Or into the last 20 minutes. This thing stand. And Atalanta had narrowing the gap to 6th place at just 3 points. Full advantage. And Pelmo dropping points against Bologna. And I'm also pulling away from Bologna. Opening up a 4-point gap. And Vincenzo Italiano and the Rosso Blu. Given away by Idis on Abudalao. Dematis. Adams. And the find Abudalao. Did go by Abudalao. Did descending by Hanel. Featuring given in favour of Atalanta. 2 players down. Arnold. That's at my cost done. Put himself about. And it's like Abudalao. Try. Looks to me like plays the ball fairly there. The happy night for Duvan Zapata. SerieA may not have been very active in the transfer market themselves to bring West to the club, but Zapata is being linked and the move to Genoa. Track to mark the world leading website on transfers and player evaluations. Values Duvan Zapata at €3 million. So the bargain for Genoa if Zapata is able to work his way back to his very best form. "34 years old now, the Colombian. One goal for him so far this season. Nazara. There's a really good touch by Simeone. Torino needs to find an extra year though, been at safe. Atalanta able to get back. hidden numbers here, but Cloud. And Simon was added to try the flit to Stemmer Tussley to defend it. Sound cool. Against Granata, lost the play first time. Got a little bit lucky, but now he's running through. The challenge is smiling. Torino find an equalising goal. Time running out here in Bergamo. Talisman this season, he's on the pitch, Giovanni Simeone. 5 Serie A goals for him. That's turned out very well for Simeone. He's more scored 5 Serie A goals since he scored 17, and here he is here. Dadley Siggy makes the save. That's why he's believed to be one of the best goalkeepers in Serie A at the moment. Simeone, does he take more than extra touch? A touch too many there from the yards inside. Dadley Siggy with a big save. Staying that Simeone had scored 5 Serie A goals since he scored 17. It's supposed to be a prolific season. Yeah, but Verona, the 2021-2022 campaign. Kate close there. They get what now? Headed towards goal and kept near Siggy yet again. It's to stop. It's spot straight forward. It's Bill Cantner, just a header. Comes off Bill Cantner at any rate. Maybe it's not clean in contact. See big warnings for Atalanta. Costa. Scamaccia. On the right side, we've got the chance of out. Atalanta fans will be hoping Chet stays there for a long time. Or possibly not just Atalanta fans, considering boys the Ken's Paul Thorpe and Madera Teki played in Saudi Arabia, Strumpachan, and more but MatchDay. It's a candidate to beat Kidi at the attack of the playoffs. Simeone, Lazaro, stayed down. Simeone, Lazaro jumped on plane. Flashes. He did a better ball for Blastids. Not sure who he was trying to play it to. Simeone Mulcadatis in the end, who's the middle and Samoa. It's on the ball again, but it jam. They've made. Well, they brought a little bit of liveliness at the top end of the bits for Torino, Adams and Simeone. As much an annual game may not have been happy to come off, but to bother, but then through Baroni right, his substitutes, Buta, De Gentilana, Diganis Musa. Adams. That's getting a lot of bad with Cloud. Serie towards the Catalana. And it's the header. Now Stamaka. Stamaka fires. Hands up. Acosta available. A couple of Atalanta players have really faded in this second half. Well, that's a bit nasty, one of them. And all there. Too tight on the Simeone. Arms all over. The Torino strike. Michel the Catalana has turned to make way. For now, he's the match winner for LaDea. Thumbs on. There's left stick. Also makes a decent gain from the left stick. Who's getting some end product. There's Samajic. There's on. Leari. Still feels like this game has got a goal in it. There does start to land towards Torino, but it does feel like this one isn't just going to end 1-0. Taking the big risk at Atalanta to want to take this one down to the wire. Just hunted there. Well. GameNight similar to real doubt the header kicked off. And FootballNight last the FullMatch and has played well. Vito GameNight in their son. And the two things a little bit too complicated there. Lazara has found Adams. Oh. Zara. Then with the first click, GameNight. Build jab. That's an Zara. With GameNight. Who's controlled it? The wrong. Samajic. Samajic. No. Oh, is the opening was going to start, dude? No. For help is a corner to bend it in. Stabak had made a decent run as well. Once again, I look at that shot and Simeone, should he be hitting it back? And the center's just taking a touch. Sent Heltig away from Japnisic, safe. He wants everyone to go forwards. But the athlete direct, they've looked dangerous, Serena. So why not? And all. Pashic, and all again, but the clearance. Matis, Lazara, Adams. Not Scorny. Step back up. Defeat. I think I'll stop. Stop. The problem at my God, stop. And I'll do it here, but pub. But this on stop the team. The best is something that is tolerated. Certainly not tolerated. My palate, you know, that's the no. They won their last 3 games by keeping it clean sheets at Atalanta. So by Costa. The Samat just taken away from him. Imadipan. And then thumbs the corner. Adi has his hand used to it. It was well, have it better. Assist me, move this up. Read it the song. Passion. Come on, yeah. Lightens up. That's done. Whoever football. Pathetic in the end. So. So it is even. Sanazan, Abukalam, Lakeway, the two white players for Torino. This again, don't the decided back from Abukalam, hold the Zara. Vlau kept busy throughout. She is on. This is Histela Biraki. That's scoring. And G. Very quick, Genji. Rod. And just do the foul, and Samuel Chin should a needless one. The run. Targets come out. Gay Smiley heads it. Ilchan. Flashage. Foul cynically by Musa. Had a dash to the American. Very similar to Atalanta is foul. Pardon me. Very similar to Atalanta is foul in the first half. Majic. Harry Panwidson. Cleanly. Vlasic. Very, very close. Debated in the first half. Vlasic now. These are big chances for Torino. Spy and wide in the end. Headed towards his first defeat in Bergamo Baroni. The end. Oh, Labacosta. That's scoring. Absolute. Non inte ska matcha. Oh, LaDea not happy with that. It's a big debate. On Italian football, the TV shows analyze the games, the pundits, ex-players, journalists, as to these fouls where a hand brushes the face, an elbow brushes the face by mistake when two players are tussling with each other. Very difficult for everyone to find a consensus on what he is or isn't the foul. Flashage. Oh. Hilja. Sail one moves. Simeone. Adams. The end is strong. Did defend. Up. How much added time that Torino going to have? Cool. Has to go long. Simeone. Manager to put this on. There's Simeone again. 4 pits added on. Plenty of time. And the little biting finish for the Atalanta supporters. And stop playing over the last 15 minutes that they have. There's no more substitutions available. Ansura, fairly Latino. Comes Timmy out here. You know he's a player who big bodies. Fighting hard. And lovely play, really. And had you with the long throw. That's distance up now. May apply it at no. They eat this. The pub, Simeone, Ariban. Will it drop to Simeone? Comes off the face of Maripan. Simeone would have been offside. He's offside. I thought hits. I find a Paratino. That's pretty sense. As we would imagine with the 3 points. All the performance at any rate, probably very content with the 3 points. And then a Scamaccia. So that's a good settle it out. And Atalanta with a foul on Hiljan. Just Yamaka. Should be booked for that. Chipped away the ball. Stopped Torino from taking the free kick. Adams. And all deals with it, but concedes the corner. It's now or never for the Granata. United's corner. There's some leads and wins the free kick. Hand saying, lift the delivery. So the Atalanta, his third Serie A goal of the season. He looks to be settling things here between LaDea and the Granata. Torino are going to have one final chance. So kick given here. SerieA. Very Torino players there. And she then LiveScore now. Vinaki. And doesn't get the quality now. Passionate to counter attack. Mario Passionate. Jackie wrapping up here. Passionate. Settles in with the final kick of the game. All 3 points guaranteed. Bell. Oh. Perfect chance to attack there. All he had to do was run and challenge, but he has to finish it. And he does that well, Mario Passionate. It's his first league goal since August. And it's one that gives Atalanta 3 consecutive Serie A wins for the first time of the season. And Raffaele Palladino's all smiles now. The final whistle's got them Bergamo. Atalanta have won 3 Serie A games in a row for the first time this campaign. Maximum points so far in 2026 for LaDea. And a solid performance from Palladino's players. And it's ended here. Atalanta 2, Torino, man.
Go, go, go.